Nothing is going to change unless you put your feet to the ground and say, I'm digging my heels in. I know it's going to be hard. I know I'm going to have pushback. I know it's going to be requiring me to put time into it. When all my friends are out there running around and clubbing and doing this and chasing tail and doing this and doing that and drinking and having fun on the weekends, no, I'm going to be in these charts studying. I'm going to be living my life differently. But they're still going to be out there trying to chase tail, broke as fuck, driving a beater fucking car, and ain't doing shit in their life. And you'll be able to pull down annual fucking salaries on a week. You can't even imagine where you're going to be. You can't even imagine it. Whatever you think is your level of success, it's not big enough. It's not big enough. You have no idea when you strip all these limitations that you put on yourself. You shackle yourself with your own mindset. You do it. This is all I can see myself doing right now. When you start making $100,000 a year, you start thinking to yourself, well, shit, that wasn't all that hard. I thought it was really hard. Well, now I'm going to aim for $500,000. And the attempts that you do to do that, you get there in less than half the time. And you start thinking, well, shit, they say the first $1 million is the hardest one. I'm about there. Boom, in a couple more months, and then you're there. Then you look back and say, $1 million isn't all that much money. And yeah, it took some effort, but it didn't take as much effort as I thought it was going to take. And then you start making $5 million, $10 million. 15 million, 50 million. And I know I'm talking in numbers none you can fucking comprehend, but it is what it is, folks. It's just math. It's just math. You're compounding the efforts of what you're able to do on the smallest form. In that little cookie cutter mold that I'm going to find 5 handles in the S&P to begin with. And I'm going to let it grow till I can start doing 8. And then 10, or start with 20 in NASDAQ and work towards 30 and 40 to 50. You only got to do them a few times a week, folks. And as your equity increases, you can afford to do more contracts. That compounds, and you keep adding it more and more and more. But the level of risk is always the same. Whatever you associate in terms of your risk, I'm not going to risk more than 1%. But I can't get rich trading with 1%. Bullshit. You can get rich trading with 1/4 of 1%. You have to submit the time. None of you want to do that part, but that's the part you have to submit to. That's the first thing I submitted to when I first started trading. I had a 20-year plan. Imagine me writing a book. How to be successful and retire 20 years as a trader. Nobody's buying that book. Now, in the 80s and the 90s, that would have been a great title because everything was around what? And for you younger folks, you ain't going to know this, but it was all mutual fund. It was when mutual funds and fidelity. Everybody was trying to get people to invest in these mutual funds. And they were projecting, this is what you should do. Average is 12% return on stocks over the course of the years. You put this much money in, your money can compound. You'll have $1 million by the time you're whatever. So I was like, well, shit. If I can make 12% in a mutual fund a year, what happens if I start making 12% a month? And then what happens when I start making 12% every 2 weeks? And then what happens if I make 12% a week? And what happens if I can compound my efforts and find trades that yield 12% in the same day? Suddenly, all these big numbers that were fearful for me as even contemplating as realistic ever to reach for, they became reachable. Because I'm not increasing the level of effort in my trades. All I need is the setup. And as the equity increases in the baseline is whatever it is at the time, it's $100,000, $250,000, $500,000, $1 million account. Whatever that is, the risk percentage is never increasing. So whatever you've adopted as your model is, this is what I'm going to risk. It's going to be 1% or less. It's going to be 0.5%. It's going to be 1/4%. You're trying to tell me you're not satisfied risking 1/4 of 1% of $1 million if you have that in your trading. Okay, it's real money, not funded bullshit. It's real money, and you're able to take down a setup that yields 5 to 8 to 10 times what you're risking. Really? You don't think that that's a good living? 50 fucking grand a week? You can't get rich? Oh yeah, you're fucking great. That's rich. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You failed math. But you have to give yourself time.
Yo, yo, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing today? Happy Tuesday. Happy tax day to those who celebrate. I don't know if that's any of us. But good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday. Welcome in, welcome in. Like the stream on your way in, guys. Say what is up in the chat. Let me pull the chat box up here. 1 second. Just got to make sure audio is good. One last check. We're good to go. What's up? Hang on, the poll is blocking it for me. Welcome, GD Fitness. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Nika. Good morning, Maki, Mahavir. Good to see you. MJ, Francesco, Kvan Chan, Zachariah, Santana, Jorgen, Saul. Good morning. MD, Beast for Speed, Bill, Springbok, Ivan, Setra Samar, Anthony. Good to see you, man. Celebrate Robbery Day. Yes, that is exactly what it is called. I'm getting robbed in broad daylight. Good morning. They didn't forget to take my... They never forget. They never forget to take the taxes. God dang it. Good morning, guys. What's up, Jason? What's up, Isaiah? Boy's got a tech on. It's a little chilly today. We go from like 70 degrees to like 40 degrees. I feel like every 12 hours. What's up, Erie? What's up, Aurelio? Oracle, Nazar. Good morning, guys. What's up, J Mark? Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Like the stream. We'll get rocking and rolling here. We got... Market just opened up, actually. Let's get rocking and rolling, boys. What are we doing? All right. So, previous weekly high still intact. You guys know that was a level of interest for me yesterday, the early part of the morning. Ended up settling for a short. Got a decent little move down to Asia low, and then we sold off even more after that. So I don't know if you guys kept trading, but yeah, decent little move here to start the week. I mean, we didn't really move a whole lot, to be honest, after that move lower. So going into today, I still have my eye on that previous weekly high as a potential point of interest for us to trade into. We are trading up a little bit right now here at the open. The only thing is we didn't really create a whole lot of manipulation at these lows, so it's a little sus. This SMT, not really, no. Yeah, so I would have liked to have seen a little bit more manipulation at these lows with the overnight ranges. We did take out Asia and London, though. We just didn't like create any obvious SMT divergences at these lows, which would have been nice to see is all. But it looks like we were headed up for London high here at the moment. London high is up here at 040. So looking like we're going for that at the moment. We'll see what we got. Market just opened up. We're only a couple minutes in. Regular trading hours. Little opening range gap here below price. Not huge. Well, I guess it depends who you ask. They say size doesn't matter, but I think it does. So let me do this. And as far as news goes as well, we don't have any news to worry about. We had medium impact pre-market. That was it. Before we get rolling too deep here. Yeah, no news to worry about. Just core retail tomorrow. And we got Powell speaking tomorrow in the afternoon as well. Yeah, London highs here coming in hot, it looks like. Not a whole lot of opportunity to trade that, though, to be honest. Market opened up right here. All right, London high has been traded to now. Put the 15 right here. Close that off. London high. We got New York PM session high from yesterday up here. 94. And then we've got, yeah, high of week 388. And 250 we've got yesterday's high of day. I don't know. Let me check the poll here today. What do we got? 144 votes only. What the heck are you guys doing? Let me know your bias. Send me a signal, would you? We got 61% of the chat is bullish though. Oh boy. All right, well, it looks like we're tanking today then. 61% of the chat is bullish. Hmm. That's a lot. It's how cute it looks in pictures. Hell yeah. Did people troll you yesterday for the longs failing? I mean, no, because well, they did kind of until I went short and caught the short to TP. Listen, I feel like I had great logic yesterday. I waited, we got hourly candle closures, and then once given new information, I was willing to change my mind. So I think the trolling, if there was any, would be unwarranted. But what's up, Nala? You trolled the bears. No. You got it wrong, BLT trades. Or just BL trades. I was trolling anime. He just happened to be bearish. What's up, guys? I want to close the poll off now. 180 votes. Yeah, 60% of the chat is bullish. We got way more bulls in the chat than bears. So I'm going to end that off. Close that down before we move too much. But yeah, 6 minutes into the open here. So far, we've traded up, taken London high out. Here's how we look like on the hourly down here, bottom left of my screen. I got the 15-minute chart up here. And, you know, I wonder if this is going to set up a short lower now because, like I said, we didn't really manipulate. I didn't feel like too much at these lows. So I wonder if that could be in play or not. We definitely got a nice reaction on the 1 minute after taking London high. I'm not going to be shorting this right now. I'll wait for a little bit more confirmation, but yeah, that is what we got going on as of right now. Somebody said SMT with ES. Yeah, SMT with this high at London. We'll see if that holds up or not. But yeah, I would say the shorts have a pretty easy target as well, just shorting to the external low. Pre-market lows as well, yeah. So there's definitely targets that you can go for here if you're looking for shorts, but not looking for anything at the moment. To be honest, I could see this price holding, and you know, we maybe get a strong close on the hourly, and then we still go for, you know, towards previous weekly high. So if that is the case, then I'll avoid a L trying to short this too early. So yeah. Otherwise, let's see. Yeah, strong inversion here on the 30-minute. 4-hour candles flipped from bearish to bullish now. 20 minutes left on that candle. Looks fairly strong, so inside day. I was actually wondering, I'm like, are we gonna get an inside week this week just because of how crazy the volatility was the last couple of weeks? You know what I mean? Like look at the previous 2 weekly candles. Obviously, we all know how crazy the volatility was. And man, you would think that one of these weeks would just be a dud. You know? So I was wondering if that was going to be the case for this week or not, but it's only Tuesday, obviously. So we'll see. My tentative plan, to be honest, was, maybe Monday or Tuesday put in the high of the week, which is why I've been talking about previous weekly high so much. Tuesday today would be a good day to put in the high of the week, take out that previous weekly high, and then maybe we see a distribution lower. Back into this range a little bit. We'll see. Just tentative thoughts and ideas for now. Price still staying strong here. The only thing that's a little bit unfortunate about sometimes you have to be a little bit more patient if we get one of those days where price opens up and just kind of goes in one direction. You're just sitting there kind of waiting for good setups to join the move, you know? I'm going to just do mark out Monday high of day. Oh, I just put Monday high. See, guys, so you can't be going short too early. You perma bears in the chat wishing the worst on us. Hoping to see these markets die. It is tax day though today, so that kind of makes sense. Did you see the email? Yeah, Top Step sent out the free reset email yesterday, so how many of you guys took advantage? I have not as of yet, but perhaps I will. Full porting today. That's why I'm like, wouldn't people just like, if they didn't have a combine that needed a reset, wouldn't they just buy a new one and then full port it? Not suggesting you do this, by the way. I'm asking the question. I feel like you didn't get the email. Oh, you got the email, Brecht. You got it. It's somewhere. It's somewhere in there. Yeah, guys, to me it looks strong. It's kind of throwing me off that we opened up and we've just gone straight up, but it looks strong. We do still have 18 minutes almost on this hourly candle, so perhaps I'll be eating my words in 17 minutes time. But if things stay as they are, I'll potentially be looking to join this long move. Session times for the kill zone indicator. First of all, yeah, I just have it at New York time, obviously, and then session times. Uh, here's the session times right here. If you want to screenshot this. Five, four, three, two, one. All right. But yeah, man. Should I pay my taxes right now? If I pay my taxes right now on stream, that means this might put me emotionally on tilt while trading. So I think that could be a good idea. Right? This is wait. Oh, it's not ready for me yet. No, I don't think anime's in here. Maybe he's just lurking. Lots of people do that. They just sit. They never engage in the chat. They just sit there and they're little lurkers. They're just lurking in the background, waiting for their opportunity, waiting for the day I say something just right, sparks them, and then they're in the chat. Oh shucks. Did we have to sign up for the? No, they just emailed them out. Kind of a surprise little give back, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe check your guys' spam folder. I think that, yes, everybody got one. So, yeah, guys, new 15-minute candle here. Strong close on that 15 above London high. Take this off. So as we get into the macro here, ideally I would like to wait for this hourly close because we'll get to the new 4-hour candle as well. But like mentally in my mind right now, I'm wanting to see power of 3, right? Manipulation lower to maybe get a continuation higher. I'm just worried that if I take anything here, like off this 15-minute stick, that we'll get, you know, maybe a deeper dig, deeper retracement on the new 1 hour, and then I'll potentially get ran out. But I do like the way this looks for longs. Currently on these time frames, so we'll see. Not sure we'll get a retracement like this or not. Just retested London high. 13 minutes left on the hour. Just runs, yeah. It might. Those are the trades I usually do get left behind out of, just because they just run too early. Like I said, when market just opens up and just like goes in one direction all morning, it's tougher because you're forced to be extra patient. Generally, you end up waiting like an hour, hoping that you get like a pullback into, you know, premium or discount of that range to join the move. Nothing we can do about that though, boys. Nothing we can do about that, right? Right? Somebody validate me. Yeah, first presented fair value gap right here. We could FOMO. I guess that is true, Yusuf. 5 in total, 1 at the moment. Is there a little volume imbalance here? Oh, 37 and a quarter. It's like 1 tick. I think I'll leave it as it is. Just to fuck with you, Dragos. But yeah, I do usually include the if there's like a volume imbalance on the fair value gap, if anything right here, I do include that in the fair value gap markups. Not yet, eggs. Not yet. My tax guy is supposed to file me today, so I'm waiting for it to update on the IRS website, and then I'll have to send the wire, and then plug my toaster in and grab my rubber duckies and draw a bath. I'm just wondering, it's like cereal. Does the toaster go in the bath and then me, or do I get in first and then have somebody like toss me the toaster? Like, do you put the cereal in the bowl first, right? And then you add the milk. So does it the toaster first, or am I first? Am I the cereal? Or am I the milk? I'm white, so maybe I am the milk. You know what I mean? Never thought about it like that, or have you? Solving all the mysteries here. I'm the cereal. That's how yeah, that makes more sense. Well, at least then I can enjoy it. I can, you know what I mean? Kind of let the water soak in a little bit. Blow one final bubble. I got you, cupboard dweller. I feel like it's better getting the bath first and you have excitement of the toaster going in the water. Yeah, that's kind of also adds a little bit more suspense. Yeah, if the toaster's already in, you're kind of like taking all the suspense out of it. Yeah, all right, guys. So macro is beginning here. We have the hourly close in 8 minutes. Yeah, so to me, this is confirming the longs, unless we get some crazy reversal here in the next 8 minutes. Never say never. So my plan going into this next hour is going to be just a power of 3. Get a wick lower, hopefully, and try to get position in that wick to trade up into these highs. Would be my ideal plan of action. Like I said, something could change in the next 8 minutes, but that's the plan for now. We're always one Trump tweet away from total chaos, so you gotta be ready for anything. We'll also be leaving behind a 15-minute fair value gap. What's up, Kaylin? We'll be leaving behind a 15-minute fair value gap here in this leg after the close of this candle as well. Most likely. Ooh. Eggs and Nika. Let's go. Yeah, maybe one of you guys can find love in my chat. Nikki, you don't like eggs? What do you mean? Egg prices have come down. That helps. Platinum, I've been trading for like 5 years, we'll say. How much are your taxes you want to toast yourself? The total amount for 24 and my quarterlies. Obviously, the quarterlies are technically optional, but I learned over the weekend that you get penalized for not paying them. But in total, both are due today. Quarter 1 of 25 is due today, and this is the tax deadline for 24. So the total would be like 60,000 that I have to send. So I'm sad. Just thinking about it. But no, I don't have a WAP. Do I ever shut up, man? I mean, I don't think so. No, yeah, I think I stream and I'm just yapping, yeah. Waiting for trade setups. So I don't think I shut. No, I don't think so. I think you showed up on the wrong stream if you were hoping for someone to entertain you via shutting up. Seems a little contradictory, but it's like pulling up a porn video and saying, "These guys ever stop fucking?" Thank you, Sal. Not having VWAP? I got it on the indicator list ever in case we want to pull it out for trolling purposes, but 60K would make you a millionaire. So that means you have 940K? That's pretty good. I got you, Anthony. I got you. Thanks for explaining that, though. Now I get it. Yeah, that's got to be the worst feeling ever when you tell somebody a witty joke and it goes right over their head and they don't get it. They give you that fluoride stare. Kine, you missed the bias. I can tell you this much, Bine. 60% of the chat is bullish. I can tell you that much. Do with that information what you will. Fade the chat you might want to do. I don't know. I'm not sure. But for what it's worth, I'm trading funded accounts at the moment, Ahmed. 60K would make you a millionaire in my country? What country is that? I'm from Wisconsin. Somewhere in Wisconsin. South Africa? Oh. Yeah. I've heard South Africa is actually beautiful. That's what I've heard. True story. I'm not trolling. I'm being serious. Come to Israel? Oh no. Listen, I'm trying to convince Daddy Trump to stop sending Israel billions of dollars. Listen. Maybe I shouldn't say that a lot. I might get fucking banned on YouTube. Besides, I heard that people in Israel sometimes are like prejudiced towards Christians. Like they might just beat me up if I had like a cross necklace or something. They might just come and like rip it off my body, beat me up. You don't want to deal with that. You know what I mean? I'm trying to have a good time. Buddy's out here doing the most. I mean, no, I'm not against Israel unless some of these conspiracy theories hold any weight. Then probably, yeah. But for now, you get the benefit of the doubt. I just don't like the fact that we're giving them billions of dollars. And it does seem like there's a lot of censorship when it comes to any... like you can't question... For some reason, you can't question anything about Israel or you get canceled. I don't understand. So... to me, it just seems a little bit sus. A little sus. That's all I'm going to say. Why are you trying to censor us? Why can't we question anything, huh? Do we got free speech or not? You know? Yeah, no, I got to chill before I get banned. Listen, I don't know. I'm not God. I don't know what is 100% true and what isn't. Okay? I'm just telling you. I'm just being honest with you. But I'm not against Israel. Just at face value, no. But could I be? Could I be? Yes. But that's like saying, could I be against a guy that kills my whole family? Yes. Could I be against the U.S. government that frickin' absolutely commits theft against all of us in taxes all year long? Obviously, yes. You know what I'm saying? So don't take it personal. Is I guess what I'm trying to say. Anyway, new hourly candle, boys and girls. New 4-hour candle opened up here. My plan, if you showed up late to class today, first of all, naughty. Second of all, my plan, my hope, is that we see this strong move higher continue and that I'm able to get positioned in the lower wick of this new 1 hour and 4 hour candle. That's what I'm going to try and attempt to do. Okay? I don't know if I'll be successful at doing so, but I am going to try my darndest. That's going to be my plan. Okay? Can I set notifications on top setbacks? I don't believe that they've added the alert feature yet. That's supposed to have been. Yeah, no, I don't think that's been added yet. There's been so much stuff that's supposed to have been added that hasn't been yet. So I'm not sure what the holdup is. 4 hour PO3 longs. Yeah, that's actually the probably the simplest way to put what I'm looking for here. So yeah, for me, like I'm looking at this 1 hour chart, and to me, I don't want to fade this move personally. Like I want to see a manipulation maybe down into here, right? We have a 15-minute inefficiency here. Maybe we go as low as like 9:30 open and we retest that price. And then we see price continue higher, Monday high, previous weekly high, etc. So that's what I am waiting for, an opportunity to see and maybe join. So yeah, that's that. Let's see if we can get a little deeper retracement down in here. I want to see at least this 15-minute gap traded too. Preferably. And then could look for PD arrays to go long from. What frat was I in? I was never in a frat. I'm actually a college dropout. Went for 2 years and said, fuck this shit. Funny enough, though, if this doesn't paint the picture, my English teacher from my freshman year, because obviously you're required to take a bunch of general education classes when you go to any university nowadays before you can even study anything in your field. So I had this writing teacher my freshman year, this writing class that I had to take, and he's now become the like head of the English department at the university that I went to. And just when was that? April 1st, actually, I think. Yeah, beginning of the month, we had an election here in Wisconsin. For those of you guys that are in the United States might be aware of it if you follow like Elon Musk or anything. And yeah, we ended up losing, by the way. We lost the election. It didn't go our way for the vote here in Wisconsin. But anyway, yeah, during that day, my old teacher basically assaulted this on campus. There's this group of kids. They were like Republicans for that university, and they had a table set up on campus, and they were like advocating for people to get out and vote. And then the professor came and like assaulted the kids, and then also like destroyed their table. Anyway, yeah, he got arrested. But I just think it's hilarious. So if that doesn't tell you how liberal some of these universities are, I don't know what will. What's up, Brandon? Income for top sub affiliates. How much are you pulling? In 24, I made, I think it was a 106K from Top Step affiliate. I am a Trump supporter, yes. Look, got this little dollar bill. And check this shit out. Yeah, a little chop fest right now, boys and girls. Still waiting to see this retracement into that 15-minute gap. And then trying to position myself long here. Imagine if Tyler got a low taper fade. A low taper fade? A fade is usually what I do get. I think my barber scalped me last time, though. I was like, it was like super high and super tight. It was like bald. Literally baby butt bald. Like all the way up my entire head. I might just say screw it and just rock the buzz cut this summer, boys. Might just have to do it. You know? Low maintenance. Don't got to do nothing with it. Just buzz it. What do you think? I kind of have a big forehead, though. I don't know if I don't know if I could rock the buzz cut. And I just don't grow. I don't grow the sexiest of beards. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I can't grow it up my face very well. For whatever reason, it's like I wish I could like grab all the hair that grows on my face. I could like kind of like shift it up a little bit because it grows on my neck. You know what I mean? It grows on my neck and then bottom of my chin well. But then like as soon as you get to like my face, it stops. Like doesn't grow on my chin right here. So yeah, it doesn't. I don't have the best genes for facial hair apparently. But if you got a sick beard, I feel like the buzz cut really pulls that in. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I just need to start mouth taping though. Get that better jawline. Maybe that'll help too. I think I might be a little bit of a mouth breather at night when I'm sleeping, boys. Yeah, I'm not going bald, so at least I'm happy about that. Count your blessings, am I right? Son of a gun. Oh, yeah, that's all right, you guys. You know, the little Andrew Tate look. You guys could rock it. I can't. Can't have both, yeah. I'm holding on to the last hair like I hold on to these trades sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. Since you look like the younger version of the Hollywood action star Jeremy Renner, you will look completely fine with or without beards. Are you hitting on me, Nanye? Sounds like Nanye's hitting on me. Please be a woman. Please be please be a woman. Please be a woman. Please be a woman. I do appreciate the glazing though, Nanye. As Kelly said, I do appreciate that. Who doesn't like getting glazed? You guys fucking kidding me? People always say that in like comment sections on videos. They're just like, he's glazed and he's doing tricks on it. I was just like, well, who doesn't like getting glazed? You know? Oh no, Anthony, don't tell my future wife and kids about this day. Not hitting on me? What the fuck? Why am I here? Damn. I can't even get validation from full adult males in Africa. The fuck? Bro's down bad. Well, yeah, we're kind of just moving higher here. We did put in a lower wick, not much of one. We did not get the retracement to that 15-minute gap. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. We didn't even hit it on ES. Are we that strong? Boys. Is there any SMT with these lows? There's like the tiniest little SMT with like these lows here on the 1 minute. I mean, it just looks like it's getting ready to go, don't it? 15 minutes into this new hour almost. The question is, do I even try to chase this price leg or do I not? Is the $1 million question. Something tells me I should probably not try to chase this price leg. And wait for my actual area of interest. Listen, guys, if I'm not pressing buttons, I gotta entertain you somehow. What are we supposed to do? I promise you, the harder I stare at these candlesticks, then it's not gonna make it do what I want it to do anymore. I've tried that. So funny when you see people in chat, they're just like, focus on the chart. Like, I'm focusing. Now what? God forbid a guy talks about anything other than a fucking fair value gap. Jeez. You know? How much time did you spend backtesting when you were learning? Do you still backtest? I don't really backtest anymore, no. I mean, I've spent a lot of time backtesting. Yeah, I spent a lot of time backtesting. I don't know how much time. I mean, yeah, I backtested a lot. Every time I strategy jumped, I would backtest, and I strategy jumped a lot my first few years. But no, yeah, I don't really if I ever did a backtesting session like just for fun, it would literally be just a video for views. Like I don't I don't do backtesting for myself at this point. But I'm also not adding things to my strategy. Like eventually you get to a point where you're looking for the same thing all the time. So you know, you're not adding anything to your strategy. So there's no need to backtest. Yeah, not chasing this, obviously. I was kind of being a little just facetious and talking out loud, but that's the FOMO trade right there, and you got absolutely fucked. Yeah, I should maybe be more clear about some of the stuff I say. I feel like for whatever reason, there's some people that don't understand sarcasm. It's unfortunate. No, I'm not looking for shorts. I do want to see a short to go long. Yes, I do want to see price come back to this 15-minute gap, this gray shaded area here on my chart. And then on this 1 hour, this breaker, right? So this is what I want to see. Hit this, and then we go higher. Equal highs here at Monday high, previous weekly high as well. So that is what I'm waiting for. You could catch a short for sure from here to wherever this goes. We could see as low as 930 open, in my opinion, maybe just below this low. But I don't want to take that. I'd rather wait for it to come back and then try to long. Me personally, you guys do whatever you want. There. Wow. What the fuck? That was a fast move, huh? Well, we'll see if there's any headlines that come out in the next couple of minutes. Not sure. We just spiked like that. $15-minute gap tap there. I'm going to mark this out just for our viewing pleasure and see if we do end up getting a discount of the range here. Oh, okay, it's not as low as I thought. 930 is about discount of the range. Yeah, if you guys shorted this, fucking instantly in profit. Instant TPs. All right, there's 930, guys. And discount of the range. Not going to turtle soup this falling knife. Yeah, keep her coming. We did... Let's see. Okay, never mind. OB, 15-minute order block at New York midnight as well. You guys can see here. That would be sick, actually. I actually maybe would just enter off this. The 78-point stop, though. No, I'm going to wait for confirmation. I'm going to wait for confirmation, but this could be... There could be some potential with this. I'm not going to wait for confirmation. We'll do 4, and then I'll look to add if we do get confirmation. How about that? Limit is set right now. We'll see if it wants to trigger this. Set on the 15-minute OB. Basically right at New York midnight as well. Stop at the low. You can wait for confirmation if you want. I'm going to give this 15-minute OB a shot, though. If it gives it to me. And then I can add to it if we get confirmation after, but very close right here. Just came down. It's a big wick. 925 3/4 is the low of that wick. A little bit further down, buddy. Come on. What are you doing? Yeah, I don't know what just happened. Let me know if there's any headlines. If you guys see any pot coming out. I didn't see any. Let's check the old data feed. Bro, come on. Didn't tap it on ES either. Come back. Pick up your boy. I don't think anybody remembers enter 10. Yeah, nobody remembers. But yeah, we definitely hit OT of this range. I'm not trolling either. I actually don't remember you saying that, but I also might have missed it. But yeah, that was OTE for sure. 705, right on the dot. My limit is set just below that level. Yeah, buddy. I think we could still get my entry, though. Let's see. EU expects US tariffs to remain as discussions make little progress. Oh, great. So we're going to all-time lows is what you're saying. Hopefully not. This is a 150K one. If you see me on Tradeovate in TradingView, it's a 150. If you see me on Top Step X, it's a 50. I don't know. I like this trade though. I'm willing to give this a try. Might have to adjust if we don't get the entry, obviously, but I do like this trade idea. And then we'll see, though, if we want to blow out all of these internal lows here. But I'd like to think we could find some respect. No, yeah, I'm not rushing. Not interested in entering up in here. If anything, I'd be interested in entering a short up in here. Most likely. Notice on this 1 hour candle too how he came down and stopped right after sweeping the 1 hour candle low that had no wick. The 9 a.m. candle did not have a wick. It's so crazy. If you guys like just watch like hourly candles, 4 hour, daily, whatever, weekly, and there's like candles with no wicks, they're such strong draws. Yeah, crazy move here. 10, 12, 10, 13. Some of you guys are thinking that we go to these equal lows. I can see that. Yeah, I am targeting Monday high. Current high of day and then Monday high. And yeah, depending on obviously if the trade plays out favorably for me, I could look to potentially add to this after some confirmation on the lower time frames. I do think, though, honestly, I think if this trade is wrong, I think I'll be validated on that or proven to be wrong pretty quickly. I think this will absolutely blow through if I'm wrong and we do go over these internal relative equal lows. This would be quite the tease if it didn't pick me up, huh? Uh, 10:30 incoming here in 30 seconds. Anyway, now we wait. Yeah, now I'm seeing the headlines popping up about the EU tariffs. That must be what did it, huh? Imiki! Thanks for subscribing. Crazy, though. Yeah, who caught those shorts? What a move. You guys got some help there. Some tariff news. It made sense, though, too. I don't know. What a move, though. Yeah, my trading view is not lagging at the moment. What I don't want to see, though, would be if we come above this high and then let's say we SMT with ES and we start displacing lower towards my entry, I will probably cut this trade off and maybe even look to entertain ideas for lower. Thanks, Santana. 600 of you guys watching today. Wow. I think it's a new record. Like the stream, boys. Appreciate it. Short of 2022 model on ES for 10 points. NQ is my GF. There you go. We'll take those 10 points, won't we? Come on. Maybe it ain't gonna grab my entry. New 30-minute candle here. And we are pulling up. Yeah, that'd be pretty on par with a couple of the trades from the last couple of weeks, though, right? If this just rallies from here, that'd be pretty on par with this. Getting left behind by 10 points, 9 points. Sammy Khan. Thank you much. You play any video games, Tyler? You know, I got to get some dubs on the old Fortnite every once in a while. That's pretty much it. Let some 14-year-old kids absolutely ruin my day. What the heck, boys? Am I getting left behind or what? Am I getting left behind or is this setting up a short? What do you think? It's getting left behind. That's kind of painful on this. That is kind of painful. We'd be in some fat profit if it gave us this entry, son of a gun. Over 100 points. But yeah, it did come down to generally if I were to enter off of, I was using the 15-minute order block. I wasn't using like the OTE levels. Whenever I do decide to enter off of an OTE, I usually use the 618, or I'll use a level that does line up with something. And yeah, we tapped the 705 like right on, like right to the tick, pretty much. Ah, shucks. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not loving that we just swept this high. Like at this point, if we come back for my entry, I feel like I don't like it as much. So for now, I'm going to remove the limit. Let's go ahead and just remove everything. I honestly think that if we displace lower from here, that we could play shorts to these internal lows. But if we do hold this level, bullish breaker, and we keep displacing higher, we can look to join the move up here and ride it to Monday high. But after this, generating this sell side and coming back up to this, and then if we were to displace lower, to me, that's short. So. But yeah, that's unfortunate. Left my entry behind by 10 points. That sucks. Didn't even hit it on ES. 15-minute OB. You know, because then now I'd be in a position where I could be risk-free and just let it ride. If it did pick me up. Yeah, guys, I probably will look to play a short if this sets up something here in this next leg down. Let's wait, though. Nothing as of yet. And we are at 10:37. So macro in like 12 minutes will begin. Yeah, this hourly candle is not a clean read, really. Maybe the 4-hour. You see a 4-hour distribution lower. I could see that with the way that this has formed now. Yeah, dude, tricky though. How is everybody doing so far today? I haven't pressed any buttons. I haven't taken any trades. I got left behind on this limit order down here by about 10 points. Otherwise, I haven't touched anything yet. Waiting here. But if you guys have traded today, let me know how you've done. Maybe was tricky for some. I know most of the chat was bullish. So I don't know if this move here was the dagger or not. Man, it's just I thought the weekly profile idea of Tuesday high, which we could still get it, but the weekly profile idea of like Tuesday high of week above previous weekly high and then a reversal made the most sense in my mind. So it's a little you got to adapt when you're not getting what you were hoping to see, you know? No, I'm not gonna put the order back. I said what I was hoping or what I was waiting to see, and if price came up and swept these highs, and then we start displacing back towards my entry, I don't like it anymore. I think it's lower probability. I would have liked it if this leg would have grabbed me. We get in, and then we take this high. I can go risk free at that point. Seeing this sweep first, I don't like it. And I'm watching this 15-minute chart here, right? This was that fair value gap. We closed below it, created an inversion. And you can see this current candle we wicked up. This candle flips bearish. Nothing about this is telling me to get long. If that is the case, you know? So we wait. One and one in short off 15-minute inversion. Missed 100 limit longs to the upside. Dude, I missed that limit long too. Oh. What do you think about 1014 bearish FEG? You got perfect setup. 1015 bearish FEG here. Yeah, I mean, I was saying up in here that I'm like I could see a short, but I said I wanted to see a short to go long. And like literally a minute after I said that, this move happened and it was fast. So if anybody shorted this, You were in profit very quickly. But I like the idea. It was counter trend in my mind at that time, which is why I didn't take it, because I wanted to take the long. That's kind of clean on the 3-minute, ain't it? See, like, this is where if I'm triggered in down here, this high gets taken, I can go risk free. And then when I see that we're going to continue, then this is where I could, like, look to be adding, right? So that's an opportunity missed. Oh, boy. Look at that 15-minute, bro. Oh, my God. What a fucking beauty. What a beauty, bro. Yowzas. Bigger stop than I thought. I went ahead and put a buy limit here, boys and girls, inside this fair value gap at this high. See if maybe I can get this continuation higher. 15-minute candle just closed like this. No, bro. What? The fuck was that? Yo. Oh my god. I think I was wrong, maybe. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. I didn't have time to blink. What the fuck was that? Huh, okay. Interesting. You didn't see anything. Wow. Yeah, I think that's fastest stop out of the year. It's gotta be. All right. I'm going to wait for the macro. Maybe the hourly close. I tried. Yeah, that was nuts. That's going to be a funny TikTok. At least it's painless like that. I actually wish all stop losses were that fast, if they were going to happen. Need another reset. I was on a funded account. I don't think a reset's going to help me. What the fuck? Can I get a free stop loss taken off my trade history? Did you see your entry triggered or just direct stop loss? Yeah, I think it was just direct stop loss. It was just all one fatal swoop. We SMT'd the 15-minute candle low with ES. This NQ candle has no wick. We SMT'd it with the ES, taking that out. Bro, what is going on in here? I don't know if I should replay this or not. Like I kind of want to replay it, but I'm also like kind of freaked out that it just moved that fast. Not in my favor. Macro is just starting. I don't know if I should wait for the new hour. Alrighty. See if I got anything for that. Absolutely classic. All my memes are on this scene. Yeah, what does that give me? First of all, it definitely deserves one of these. That's almost exactly what I looked like, I think. And then of course I get one of these. RIP to me. Wow. Anyway. All right. Let's lock in, Tyler. The fuck? No more dwelling on the past. Lock in. Lock in. Dealer, hit me. So fast, you lost half of what you risked. Let's see where my fills are at. No way. Oh, I got filled down there, though. What the fuck? Wait a second. Look at this. Wait. Am I fucking high right now? Okay, this is my buy. Never mind. I was reading it wrong. 44. Listen, this market's got me dizzy right now. 44 3/4. Oh, so yeah, it kind of fucked me, actually. I got a little bit worse fill on the exit. But it didn't really go much lower than that. Bro, that's scary, though, because if this thing slipped, like, way down here, let's say this candle was just ungodly, that could have been bad. I could have been hella slipped on that. Oh, boy. Yeah. Fast markets, boys. I got excited for a second. I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, did this like inverse my trade? And like give me profit for a second? But afraid that's wishful thinking. I don't know, guys. I still, like I said, maybe this move still plays out to the upside. Let me turn the executions off. I'm actually looking forward to watching the replay of that. That's funny. New hourly candle in 6 minutes. Tyler, you are high. I feel high after that. I got nothing to say. I'm speechless. Well, boys and girls, so there's 4 minutes left on this hourly candle. Here's what we look like on the hourly at the moment. 15-minute. I hope we don't just barcode. Here's your 30. This 30-minute range is fucked. This candle's about to close. We're going to have a swing high and a swing low. That's helpful. Close your laptop candle. So I don't know. It's got me left just trying to stay patient here without just like FOMO re-entering the trade. This looks okay if we can get above it and then retest. Something like that, but new hour in 2.5 minutes. Would not mind seeing this new hourly candle open. If we close above that level and then we can create the framework of a 1 hour PO3 off of it. That was unfortunate. That was something, yeah. That was something. Like mix that with the fact that I got left behind on my almost bottom tick sell buy limit by 10 points. So like mix those two together. This is why trading this is like the epitome of why trading is tough though. Like left behind on a beautiful trade. Oh, sorry. left behind on a beautiful opportunity to get long here, and then you try to play something internally, and then you take an L, and then maybe the trade still ends up playing out. So like you've taken a winning idea and turned it into a loser, and that's a mental mindfuck for some people. Well, I mean, it's a mental mindfuck for everybody, but whether or not you end up making a silly decision as a result of that or not is what you want to avoid, obviously. When price forms these candles, do you treat them as normal candles, liquidity, or do you just neglect them? What do you mean? The candle like that wick, that crazy wick candle? I don't know. I view that as manipulation to take liquidity, aka my stop loss. I was the liquidity. That's how I view it, I guess. Now just kind of waiting for everything to align with time for something that makes sense with price, but yeah, that's all I got. I don't know. Stop loss was 120, got stopped out 450. Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, dude. Stop loss, like in the craziest of crazy market conditions. Some of you guys maybe haven't experienced slippage. If you guys were trading during like COVID at all, this also happened with some COVID moves too. Yeah, slippage is a real thing, and it can be, your stop loss could be null and void if you're in it at the wrong time. Oh yeah, dude. I've never had like, now that you mention that, I don't know if I've ever had like super positive slippage on a TP. Maybe like a tick or two at most. But I've had times in the past where it hasn't really happened to me since trading futures, to be honest. I got slipped a little bit on this one, but who knows what that could have slipped me to. It sounded like George, you got slipped a little worse than I did from where your stop was. I'm assuming your stop was a little bit higher up maybe if you took that same trade, but yeah, it's funny how that it never slips me in profit an extra 20 points. The fuck? Trading really is a scam, isn't it? New hourly candle, boys. Let's see what we want to do here. I'm just in a wait and see mode at the moment. I don't know. I like the idea of replaying the long if we can set it up. But if we don't set it up, I could see a world where we just dump from here too, so. First taxes, now this. First and second grade were easy, but social studies, division, this is going to be tough. Just don't do the silly thing and just start clicking buttons out of FOMO or whatever you'd call this, but woosah. Just take a deep breath. It'll be okay. First time. Last time I caught slippage this bad, my uncle was singing me happy birthday. Get it? Well, I feel like I already explained what I was looking for. I'm looking for either a trade above this high and then play off of it to go long, or I'm looking to, if this just dumps, I'll look to trade this leg lower, most likely. But we're right in the middle right now. I don't know what direction we want to go. I really don't know. 15 minutes, a little bit of barcode right now. Macro ain't doing much, is it? Um, 5 years and like 2.5, 3 years, maybe. Brock. I started with a lot of indicators and babypips.com. Support resistance, trend lines, stochastics, RSIs, Bollinger Bands. If you name it, it was probably on my chart at one point. MACD. Yeah, harmonics, patterns, pivot levels. Gimmicks. We don't have them here. No, I don't trade gold. I'm not going to go to the gold chart. See how this 5-minute candle closes in 2.5 minutes. I don't know. We got to do something here soon, though. It's getting late in the morning, and we're just fucking going sideways now. Yeah. But yeah, so far for me, the moral of the story has been getting left behind. What's up, mister? Getting left behind on the sell or buy limit long here. Had my limit set just above New York midnight. 15-minute opening price of that OB, and then got ran out by this wick trying to long. Hey, my package has been delivered. So that's been my day so far. Yeah, I'll be trading tomorrow. I'll be trading every day this week. I forgot to mention though, or I guess I just totally forgot, spaced on this. It's actually Good Friday this week. So the markets are closed on Good Friday, unfortunately. Welcome to Baracco, bro, if you will come. Welcome to Baracco. Thanks. I don't have any plans of visiting Morocco anytime soon. Maybe ever. But I appreciate the welcome. Well, why don't we do this while we wait? Just waiting a little bit longer here. Probably, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes just to see if we want to do anything with this range or not. I stream every day, pretty much, Sam Sewer. Unless it's like a bank holiday or something. Sometimes I'll take off some no news Mondays. It just kind of depends. But pretty much every day, yeah. Green, red, flat. Let me know how the chat. I'm curious to see how everybody did today. I'm not done just yet, but interesting day. Yeah, I think you're probably green if you did actually take shorts. Like I think if you were a bear today and you took that short off the highs, that was your best bet most likely. I mean, maybe long first presented fair value gap or something early and but you didn't really get much of a move there. Just slow grind higher and then we dump after the silver bullet macro. My eyes feel like tired after like that candle. Range bound sideways price. I'm going to give this probably, I'll give it to the end of this 15-minute candle. I'd like to see maybe like 5 to 10 minutes at most into that next 15-minute candle and just see if we're going to move. Otherwise, it might be better to just step away for a little bit here in the morning. It's just not moving anywhere. Are we waking up or are you teasing us some more? Nope. Tease it is. Bro is gambling. How am I gambling? I'm not even fucking taking trades. Bro is gambling. Bro is fucking unprofitable. Get out of my chat, bitch. Just rewatched your loss earlier, damn. Yeah. Where were you? Where were you when the wick happened? Order from London low close, ended up 400 after try to catch another buy. Oh, before that, Yomiri said, "I will see you tomorrow. Bye." And then a minute later, he said, "Bro is gambling." Bye, bitch. At least I get to pay taxes after this. That's what I'm looking forward to most. $50-minute candle closure. I feel like this candle is dragging on. 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. This 15-minute candle is dragging on. Three, 6, 1, 6. Oops. You should be watching trades fail as you wait. Well, then I could actually say I'm gambling if that was the case. I am mad at this 1 minute. This 1 minute sucks. Yeah, this price is annoying. 15-minute candle closure. I need to see movement here like in the next 5-10 minutes, honestly. Otherwise, there's not really much point. What's the point? What's the point? You know? What even is the point? But I'm trying to like be patient because I'm like I know the moment you guys have ever had this happen to you? I know the moment I get up from this desk. I take the dog out. I do a little some, get a little extra cup of coffee. I come back. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh, nice. I just sat through a bunch of chop, got up at the right moment when price was going to start moving, and got back to my desk after I've successfully missed the move. Yeah, Aurelio, I appreciate the GOAT compliments, but maybe don't spam it 7 times. I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, don't spam. Don't spam. Also, I wouldn't consider myself the GOAT, so I wouldn't. I don't recognize the compliment, unfortunately. Maybe someday. Sometimes people literally say the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. I can't even understand the questions that they ask because they're so fucking stupid. When did people get this dumb? I don't know, actually. That's a good question, Jake. I'd be lying if I said it didn't. When I'm really focused and I know that I'm really close to entering a trade, I really purposely just avoid looking at chat. I wait till I'm in the trade, you know, and then market's gonna do whatever it's gonna do. But as long as I've got the plan in place, my risk is set, and now I'm just waiting. Like nothing chat will say will make me change my idea at that point. But yeah, dude, it's you'd be lying if you said like it didn't. You understand why ICT obviously teaches like don't invite, like before you're ready, do not invite the opinions of the public in on your trade ideas because it will absolutely fuck you up. That's also why I'm like, wouldn't that be a little counterproductive then for like communities or groups for like really new traders that are only like a year or two in and they're still trying to figure it out themselves, and then they're like always kind of relying on other people to give them the idea or the bias or whatever. It's like, well, you're still opening your trade ideas up to the public, right? Even if you're doing it kind of behind the scenes or whatever. But yeah, it's just incredible, dude. Like the market only goes up or down, I guess, or sideways. But yeah, man, it's a million different opinions. A million different opinions. It's amazing. Especially too, like we can all trade the same strategy. We could all trade ICT concepts, and somebody in the chat, for the life of them, could believe we're going lower, and I could believe we're going higher. And we both could have logic behind why we think that. So it's just interesting. But yeah, opening your trade ideas and like executing live in front of people is I like it though. There's obviously, you know what you sign up for when you start streaming. Like, you know that you're going to get, that's part of the gig, right? Getting criticism, or just allowing a space for people to commentate or comment on anything. And I like to think though that it's honestly made me better as a trader, because it does hold me more accountable. One of my biggest flaws as a trader early on that I feel like I learned about myself was that I was always so embarrassed of losing that it was so easy to sweep it under the rug, right? Like, if I'm sitting here by myself and I take a loss and then I just do something stupid after that, right? Like, I just start revenge trading, doubling my size, getting back in, throwing everything out the window and flipping bias, going short. Like, that's the type of stuff that happens for real. We've all done that at some point or another. And when you do it by yourself, nobody has to know, right? You get to sweep it under the rug. You tell yourself, "Oh my gosh, that was so out of character for me. I wouldn't actually do that if I'm taking it serious." But because nobody was there to hold you accountable, you kind of just get to, out of sight, out of mind, right? Just nudge it to the side and move on. Versus when you are executing in any way, shape, or form in front of anybody, call what you will, but that criticism, I think, is good. I should, if I really am doing stupid shit, I should be criticized. I want to be criticized. I don't want to do stupid shit, but it's a fine line between filtering out the stupid shit I'm receiving and what is actually, legit sound advice, which I think is the only thing that you gain from having experience. Like, you come to realize that and accept that nobody knows what this market is going to do ever. Everything is probabilities. You've got the chart time and the experience for your trading style, not the person that's giving you whatever the comment is. So it's a fine line between kind of filtering that out, but I like to think that it's made me better. I like the accountability. I feel like I do better when I have just accountability. I feel like I'm pretty self-accountable to myself, but the extra accountability doesn't hurt either. Like, imagine for those of you guys that are in the Discord, imagine if everybody in this chat, or imagine if everybody could see what trades you were taking. Do you think that would make you better or worse? Like, do you think you'd make as many stupid decisions if you knew that a lot of people were going to see what you did? Probably better, right? For the most part. I don't know. I'm not going long yet. We're just not fucking moving a lot. I don't like this. I don't like how slow it is. But, like, yeah, I mean, the long still looks like it's there. The only comments that are a little annoying where it's like, bro's gambling. I'm just like, bro, I've taken one trade. If I was a gambler, I'd have been like revenge trading the shit out of this. Yeah, guys, I don't know. I just don't like how slow we are. Like I said, we could pick up volume at any moment, and I'm hoping it's. I'm not trying to speak this into existence. I'm hoping it's not as soon as I get up from the chart. But I do have to hop off here for at least 10-15 minutes. So I'll probably leave the stream for now at this, unless something sets up here like in the next couple of minutes. But probably leave it at this. I will be live tomorrow. For those of you guys that joined late, I did take one loss trying to long after getting left behind on my original long idea by a little bit, and then got stopped out by this crazy wick. If you guys want to go watch the replay of that, feel free. This crazy wick absolutely touched me. But as of right now, yeah, this is too slow, and I'd rather wait for like some clear displacement and manipulation before trying to engage again. I'm thinking probably just get chopped up if I try to trade this. So, but yeah, if you guys want, join the Discord. I won't be live this afternoon, but I'll keep you guys updated on there if I take anything else. To me, like, if I'm looking at this price, if we like just keep holding up this area and we move higher, I still like the longs into Monday high, potentially previous weekly high. So I will stick with that if we hold here, right? And we don't see some crazy sell-off. You know, like if I come back and let's say like this hourly candle, like right now we're trading up into this hourly wick right here. And like, let's just say hypothetically, this candle were to flip and we were to start selling strong. Well, then my eyes go to these lows. And that becomes my draw, but not before. If this area holds, I stick with my original bias, which was longs from here. But at this point, I just got to wait for more information because I don't know what we're going to do. It's got to be more clear for me. All right. Hey, enjoy your Tuesday, guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out. At least we had some fun, I hope. Looking at the poll, 30%. Yeah, it's like a split. 1/3 almost. 31% green, 31% red, and 38% flat. Like the stream before you guys hit the road. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord. If there's anything to update you guys on. And hey, enjoy, guys. Pay your taxes. I'm afraid you have to. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, everybody.
Sits at his desk, coffee in hand. The NASDAQ charts on his screen. He's in command. He's a day trader, chasing dollars and dreams. Using ICT concepts, he's got some tricks up his sleeves. From Fibonacci retracements to volume spread analysis, Tyler knows the smart money. He's gaining an advantage. He watches the market like a hawk in the sky. With every tick and every turn, he's catching the high. Running with the smart money, kicking up dust. Tyler trades a day trader you can trust. Dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire. With the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire.